We absolutely adore our next guest. She pretty much does it all. Actress, author, businesswoman, model, podcaster.
Yep.
And now Brooke Shields is starring in a new movie. It's called Holiday Harmony. And Brooke, it is always such a pleasure to have. I was just telling the folks here, you were a guest on my season 2 of Turning the Tables. In your episode, I can't wait for folks to see it.
Oh,
just
thank you. It was a powerful conversation.
You are so powerful. And how are you doing? Because, you know, the last couple times you've been here, it's been talking about your recovery from that devastating accident, breaking your femur. So how is it?
You know what? I'm back to pretty much normal. My equilibrium's a little bit off, but I had a lot of time to think when I was in the hospital and during my recovery, and it just made me even more excited. And I talked about it. That's when I started my company. Beginning is now, because I had to learn to walk again, so it was a symbol. And so it's been good. It's been a lot of work, but you'd be so shocked as to how much your body wants to heal. You know,
well put.
And it really made me sort of understand what wellness means to me in my life, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. So,
and longevity, looking at the big picture, right?
Absolutely, and looking at as this is a new chance for me to start again. You know, I'm not going to let it sort of stop me in my tracks. So it took something physical like that to sort of connect me to the emotional part of what I wanted to do next in my life.
I want to talk to you about your kids. We have kids around the same age. Your daughter is getting home, we talked earlier, tomorrow for the holidays. What are you most excited? What tradition will you guys be doing for Thanksgiving, for the holidays?
We go visit my stepmom and all my sisters in Florida, so that's fun. And Chris right now is smoking brisket, pork shoulder, doing something, and then we take it on the plane.
I was going to say it's going to be some plane ride.
We have to put it through. He wraps it up, and we have to put it through the security. Just be this like mound of meat. But we just like being together, and it's really nice. I mean, there's going to be like 18 of us.
That's the best.
I have many half sisters, and we were trying to go be with you guys, but we have to be with my family. So.
We'll figure out another holiday. Tell us about Holiday Harmony.
Oh, it's fun. You know, they asked me to do this movie, and I love Christmas movies. They make me happy. They're joyful. And Annalise Sepuera, who's the lead of the movie, I play just a part in the movie, but they said you're going to work with alpacas and you're going to be a car mechanic. And I was like, sign me up. It was fun. You know, I got to was like in overalls the whole time, completely messy. I had to work with these alpacas, they're very skittish and they spit.
Difficult.
Very difficult. It's like kids and animals, but and it's a sweet love story between these two kids, and she's this wonderful singer, and she's on her way to go to an audition, and of course her van breaks down and I come to the rescue with my alpaca. I mean, it's like, I see what happened, and you're like, okay, this makes sense. Alpacas, and I'm a car mechanic. By the way, it's really hard to roll out from under a car and get up. You know, like you're on those wheelie things.
Yes.
Harder than you would think. Harder than you would think, yes.
Why we pay mechanics? Let's take a look at a clip.
What am I gonna do? This is bad. This is so bad.
It ain't that bad, but it ain't good either.
This is Jeremy, best mechanic in Oklahoma. Also happens to be my son. Now, I like her, so I want you to be optimistic, okay? How is she looking?
If we cut deals for everyone you like, Mom, we'd run out of business.
Look who's back there. But can we talk about your podcast? Now what?
Now what?
No, so tell folks about it. Like, what is it?
I pitched it to iHeart, and I said, I am so interested in people's now what moments when something really kind of throws them off their game, whether it's a broken femur or you don't get a job or a divorce or a death. And when you really hear people talk about their stories of how they pulled themselves back up, and we all have them. We all have now what moments that really just throw us for a loop, and I'm so interested in how people go through those journeys and how they get to them. You know, we only think everybody's a success all the time. That's all we see, but we've all fallen and made mistakes and been scared and angry or out of our comfort zone. And so I said I would like to talk to people about their now what moments. And
Love that.
I've been doing it. I'm getting better at it. I have a huge amount of respect for all of you, but it was funny because I'm so used to being on the other end of interviews that I was practically giving people permission to not answer the question. I was like, you really don't have to answer it. My producer's going, it's a podcast and you're interviewing people. Or I would answer it for them. Yeah. Like, how is it? I bet you really like it, right? And she'd be sending me notes. Stop answering the question.
You've been successful for so long. You talked about that femur situation. I guess that was a now what, but did you have another one in your life? Another now what moment that you can point to? And you don't have to answer that question.
No. Thank you. I think I've had now what moments my whole life. I mean, being thrown sort of into this industry and being attacked by the press and being, my first period was on the cover of People magazine. Like all of those moments, you don't even realize they're now what moments, but you have to ask yourself, how am I going to continue through this? Am I going to let this whole sort of attack, is that going to define me? No. And I somehow knew that as a little kid. I was sort of stubborn or you've got an alcoholic mom, and it's like you kind of go, okay, now what? I got to find her, I got to keep her alive. Like those are little now what moments and every time, we actresses get rejected so much more than we get accepted or asked to be a part of the party, and every single one of those is a now what moment because it feels so personal, and it's not.
Well, but look at you now. But look at you now, Brooke Shields.
It's funny when you say that. It's just like I just keep working. I'm just not going anywhere.
So we want to let people know Holiday Harmony premieres this Thursday exclusively on HBO Max.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.